Did you know that taking just a 10-minute walk after eating can cut your blood sugar spike in half? That's not just good for your health, it can change the way you think, feel, and spend for the rest of the day. Imagine if one tiny after dinner ritual could ripple out into better decisions for your body, your bank account, and your mood. Welcome to the Big Daddy's Big Tips podcast, the daily podcast helping everyday people go from feeling stuck to building momentum, confidence, and freedom one daily step at a time. This is not a podcast about hacks or hustle, it's about the quiet power of habit-driven lifestyle design, where your health, wealth, and happiness are upgraded slowly and sustainably through what you do today, what you do tomorrow, and what you do the day after that. Because it is not the handful of big decisions that shape your life. It's the thousands of tiny ones you make each and every day. What you eat, how you move, what you buy, what you say yes to, who you spend time with, how you react to situations. Ultimately, it's about what I like to call your daily wins versus your daily drifts. Every single decision you make in your day creates a ripple effect. That ripple will either be a positive one, taking your life in the right direction, or a negative one, taking you in the wrong direction. The right direction takes you towards a future you that's flourishing and thriving, but the wrong direction will result in you feeling stuck. Now, feeling stuck can mean different things to different people. It could be constant tiredness, struggling with sleep, not liking the reflection you see in the mirror, aches and pains that just won't go away. It could be lacking the energy to do the things you want to do in a day. Maybe it means living paycheck to paycheck, never quite getting on top of your debt, struggling to budget or to save, or feeling like your income potential maybe is capped. It could be knowing that you should invest for the future, but never quite getting round to taking any action. Being stuck can equally be about what's missing on the inside. Maybe stress, maybe anxiety, maybe a lack of purpose or low self-worth, strained relationships. Maybe feeling like you're just going through the motions, or even struggling to just turn up and be present with the people that you care about. The truth is, whatever form stuck takes, it always feels heavy. It slows you down, it clouds your decisions, and it convinces you that change has to be too big or too overwhelming. But what I want you to know, and what this podcast is all about, is that you don't need a dramatic leap to escape feeling stuck. You just need to start redirecting your life journey by changing your ripple effects, and we do this one daily win at a time. Because whether your ripple effects are working for you or against you, they will be invisible at first, and they'll be barely noticeable after a few weeks. But as the months and years roll by, they become too big to ignore. Where you find yourself today is the result of your life journey thus far. And you've been taken on that journey because of the ripples that you have created. And the ripples that you have created have been a result of the thousands of micro decisions that you have made each day. And the decisions you've made each day are the result of how well primed your body has been, or as I like to refer to it, how well primed your vessel has been. Look after your vessel, and making good decisions is easy. Choosing the daily wins is easy. Allow your vessel to build up rust, on the other hand, and you will find yourself more easily distracted by and more easily tempted by the bad decisions, by the dreaded daily drifts. I know what you might be thinking. Maybe you've tried to change before, but you started too big or focused in one area of your life whilst the other areas slipped away. Maybe you think change has to be dramatic, or you have to wait for the perfect time. Those are the same false beliefs I had to break for myself. Because the truth is, the smallest daily shifts, when stacked in the right way, can change everything. And the beauty of the BDBT system is that you don't need to change everything. You just need to start priming your vessel a bit better. Guard what goes into your body, prioritize how you move your body, and prioritize how you rest your body. And every single tip that you hear from me is part of that system, part of that journey to help you better prime your vessel, to help you shift from daily drifts to daily wins, from noise to clarity, from feeling stuck to feeling free. Because the BDBT movement is not just about saving money, it's not just about getting fit, it's about creating a life that you can feel proud of. by breaking down the overwhelming into the achievable and getting there one daily step at a time. In today's tip, we're going to talk about something that you can do after breakfast, after lunch, or dinner. It takes less than 15 minutes, but could have a huge ripple effect on your life. Imagine you've just finished a meal. Maybe you're at work, maybe you're at home, maybe you're out with friends. Most people push their plate away, sink into their chair, and let that post-meal slump roll on in. Why not? It's comfortable, it's normal, but it's also a missed opportunity. Today's tip is this: take a short walk after meals. Not a workout, not a power walk, not a step count, just a relaxed 5 to 15 minute stroll. This sets off a chain reaction of benefits that impact your energy, your spending, and even your mood for the rest of the day. And here's the thing. Most people think the only way to improve their health is to overhaul their diet, or count every calorie, or push themselves in the gym until they're drenched with sweat. But some of the most powerful changes come from moments that are so small, they barely feel like exercise or effort. When you take a short walk after a meal, you're doing something your body has been designed to love for thousands of years. You're moving, you're using your muscles, especially the big ones in your leg, to clear glucose from your bloodstream. That's how we manage our energy. When we help it along, we avoid the big blood sugar spikes. Those are the ones that can make you tired or cranky or craving snacks that you don't even need. For me, this tip started to matter a few years ago. I noticed how sluggish I would feel after any meal, but let's say after lunch from working at home, I'd sit back down again after eating and then boom, brain would slow down. I'd be fighting yawns, I'd be checking my phone way more than I should, I'd be looking for any kind of quick fix, anything sweet to wake me up. It became a pattern, and the pattern was not helping my health, it wasn't helping my work, it wasn't helping my mood. One day, without planning it, I walked to the end of my road, and then I walked back. After lunch, simple as that. No phone, no rush, a simple stroll. At first I thought it was nothing. When I came and sat back down, I realised my mind was a bit sharper. My energy had lifted a bit. My urge to snack had gone down a little bit. And over the next few weeks, I started doing it a bit more, after dinner as well. Sometimes with family, sometimes alone. And every time, I would feel that same shift. Not just physically, but mentally. And that's what I mean by a ripple effect. One small choice that can cascade through your day. So here's how it stacks. Let's take health. You're helping your body regulate blood sugar naturally. You're improving digestion. You're keeping circulation moving. You're avoiding the heavy, sluggish feeling that makes you less likely to be active later in that day, which also protects long-term health. Steady blood sugar is not just about avoiding the afternoon slump. It's linked to reduced risk of type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and inflammation. You're priming your vessel in a way that takes almost no extra effort, not to mention the benefits to your sleep, but we'll save sleep for future episodes. In terms of wealth, a clearer head and more stable energy mean better decision making. After a walk, you are less likely to buy snacks or treats on impulse, or overspend when you shop, or make rushed emotional purchases online. If you're heading back to work, you show up a bit sharper, maybe a bit more focused, which over time is going to translate into better performance and better opportunities and more income potential. Even in your personal life, a calm mind can help you avoid costly mistakes. And let's not forget about your happiness. These walks become much more than just movement. They're a mental reset button, a few minutes to step away from screens, from noise, from tasks, from everyday life. If you walk with someone else, you get the chance to connect with them without distractions. If you walk alone, it's time to think, breathe, and process your day. You start to look forward to it as a daily ritual, something that grounds you. And over time, it becomes a tiny anchor of stability in a hectic life. And there's a hidden bonus here. If you make this a habit, you start linking your meals with a healthy, mindful action, rather than just eating and collapsing into a chair. That subtle change rewires your autopilot in a way that makes other good choices easier. And the best part? You don't need any special clothes. You don't need any gym membership. You don't even need to feel motivated. You just step outside and walk at your own pace, or you can walk inside if it's raining. Let your body do the rest. This is exactly what I call quiet transformation. the kind that feels so small in the moment you barely even notice that it's working, until weeks or months later when you realize you feel sharper, you feel lighter, you feel more in control. So the next time you put your fork down, don't just stay where you are. Stand up, step out, give yourself 10 minutes. You'll be amazed at how far those minutes can take you. And if you'd like to lock this habit in and actually see the impact it's having in your life, I'll always recommend getting a free copy of my Big Daddy's Foundation Blueprint. Much more than just a tracker. It's a system that will show you how small daily actions, just like taking a short walk after meals, stack up over time across your health, wealth, and happiness. You can use it to track your daily wins, to spot your daily drifts, and watch your momentum build week by week. Because when you see it written down and when you measure the ripple, that's when it really starts to sink in. And that's when it becomes part of who you are. You can get your free copy from the link in my bio on Instagram. You can get your free copy from my website or from the show notes below this episode. So if today's tip has got you thinking, then please share it. Not just online, but with someone in your life who might need it too. Because real change spreads when we pass it on, and your unique ripple effect may just be sparked when you have that conversation and share your new knowledge. Even better, try explaining the tip in your own words to somebody that you know. Because if you can teach it, you are far more likely to remember it. And if you would like the full breakdown of this tip, extra examples, bonus strategies, and a dedicated free downloadable guide to help you implement walking after meals, head over to Instagram, drop me the keyword in the show notes below this episode, and I will send you the free guide directly. Combine that with your free copy of my Foundation Blueprint, and it will stand you in very good stead for ingraining this tip into your life. So if this episode has sparked anything for you, come and hang out with me on Instagram and TikTok, where you will find me every day at Big Daddy's Big Tips, sharing simple, high-impact tips to boost your health, wealth, and happiness with one small daily win at a time. You'll also find weekly bingo cards to keep you motivated, free downloads to dive deeper and make change easier, weekly go-lives that feel like a proper pep talk, as well as more honest chats just like this. Make sure you're following. Don't miss the next tip that could change everything. And if you've tried any of my tips so far, I would love to hear from you. Send me a DM, tag me in your progress. This is just the beginning of a wonderful journey, and I want you to know how proud I am of you, and I want you to know that you're not going on this journey alone. If you need any help or are unsure in any way about implementing this tip or the benefits that it can offer you in your life, then just reach out. I'll be in touch to help. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming on this journey with me. And please do remember, your future does not change in one big leap. It changes in the next small step you take today. So why not start right now, get that vessel primed, create those positive ripple effects, enjoy a truly life-changing journey with one small daily step at a time. I end each episode by asking you a question that you can answer in the comments below. And today's question is this. If you added a short walk after just one meal a day, which meal would you choose and why? Think about it. Let me know what springs to mind in the comments. I would love to hear from you. Big love, Big Daddy.